Hi there. I might have mentioned this symptom of menopause with one other recording, but I felt that it was important to repeat it. And that is forgetfulness related to menopause. Um, for sure, I experienced it early in my premenopausal and perimenopausal phase. I became very, very forgetful, frighteningly forgetful, where I even or became worried that since I was a critical care nurse, that I would forget, say, for example, how to do CPR if a patient coded, or forget, you know, to carry out my duties as a nurse. And that was very, very frightening for me. So I had to develop some skills that would help me to be able to navigate with the forgetfulness related to menopause. Some of the things that I have done and I still do are I use a planner. So if, say, for example, if I pay my bills on the first of the month, I don't leave it to memory. I use a planner on my phone. I mean, before I started using the planner on my phone, I used to have a paper planner where I would put, for example, on the first of every month, I would pencil it in. Now I put it on my phone, like I said. So the first of every month, I put a reminder, pay, and I would put electric, water, telephone, mortgage, whatever bills I will be paying on the first. I put it on the first of every month and I repeat it every month on the first. Okay, so I use a planner. I I have been a systematic person for years, but I've become more systematic. For example, I have one set place where I put my keys. Okay, so a spot in my kitchen. So when I get home, I put my car keys or my bunch of keys there. So I don't ever have to worry about um I don't ever have to worry about where I have my key because I know where my keys are. Okay, so I have become quite systematic. Um and that's in a nutshell, that is what has helped me really develop systems and just kind of stick with the systems, reminder systems to help me. Even if I have to put an alarm in my phone to say meet a contractor at 10 o'clock in the morning, I don't leave it to memory. If I'm going to the grocery store, I write a list so I don't leave things to memory. If I need to service my car, I write a list. If I need to renew my nursing license every other year in March, I put it in my calendar and I put repeat every other year. If whatever I need to do, I put it on the calendar, and what I do is every single morning I get up, I check my calendar. What do I have to do? And as I get them done, I cross them off. Okay, so developing a system that will help me to remember what I need to do. I also try to remember like phone numbers. So I memorize certain people like my sister, my children, my husband, some people's phone numbers because our brains become lazy because we depend on this cell phone to do everything. So I try to memorize things, memorize scriptures, memorize phone numbers, memorize some things, and I read quite a bit, okay, and have discussions and things like that. And that also helps to keep the mind sharp. But those are some of the things that have helped me to deal with the forgetfulness related to menopause. So if you experience that forgetfulness, it is quite normal and quite common actually. Several of my friends do have that issue and have had it since they entered the menopausal phase. So don't be frightened. Just keep your brain sharp and develop your systems that will help you to remember things. Okay? Take care. God bless.